Today I'd like to tie for you a Grizzly Ghost. The hook I have in a vise is a steelhead salmon hook that is a size 2. I'm going to use 70 denier black thread. I'm going to start that right behind the fold back. And we're just going to get a little bit on there and break that off. I'm going to start by putting on the body material, and this is an orange or a yellowish orange floss. I'm going to tie that in right behind the tie back. Then I'm going to tie in the rib, which is going to be an oval silver tinsel. I'm going to hold these both together, and I'm going to keep them on the side. I'm going to take them right down and we're going to stop it just about where it would hang at the barb, maybe halfway between the barb and the point. We're going to tie in the tail first, and for the tail I selected 2 of the golden yellow back feathers from a golden pheasant. I want 2 so I can put them together so you don't have odd colors. Now we're going to tie that in about, we're going to make that about almost 1/2 the length of the shank. I'm going to tie them in right on top. And we want to make sure that they're on top. I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to put a loop right around the feather itself. And that will help to hold them right on top there. I'm going to tie everything in. Try to keep that tail material on top. This is going to fill in your body. Help you give you a little bit more of a bulky body. And now you want to keep those wraps tighter. I'm going to wrap those stems right up to the fold back. And you can break them off easily. I'm going to take the floss. I'm going to wet that floss. Got a cup of warm water here that I have Herl soaking in. I'm going to take that and I'm going to wind that. You can see it looks very dark. Keep that flat. Keeping that floss wet like that will help you keep from getting the strays and keep it together. I got to put a little bit more on there. I'm going to go up and back and forward again. I'm going to go ahead and tie that off. Trim away that excess. Now we're going to take the oval silver tinsel and we're going to wrap that rib. We're going to keep it tight. And we're going to wrap that forward, palmering it. Even spaces, go back if you have to. Keep that tight though, because it will very easily unravel on you. Bring that right up to the top, and we're going to tie that in. Make sure you hold that tight, that tinsel tight, while you're securing this. And then we're going to trim the excess. Now the rest of the fly will be tied right in this space, right there. I'm going to start by turning over the hook, and I'm going to take about 4 pieces of Peacock Herl. We're going to tie them in, and we want them to be about 1.5 the length of the hook. Tie them in right on the bottom. And you could divide them to go around the barb. Take them and trim off that excess. Now I'm going to take some white bucktail, have some in my hair stacker. And I want them to be just as long or slightly longer than the Peacock Herl. We're going to go ahead and tie them in right on the bottom. And take them and divide them evenly on both sides of the hook shank. Of course, the vise gets in the way there usually. There we go. And we'll remove that excess. I'm going to cut them at a bit of an angle. Now I'm going to turn my fly back over. Now we're going to put in the wing. We're going to use gray Hackle. Before I try to tie them, the stem is round. So what I'm going to do is take a pair of pliers and crush that stem. I'm going to put them together. We're going to tie them right on top. And we want that tail to be just about the length of the bucktail, or the wing to be just about the length of the bucktail. I'm going to secure these pretty well. I'm going to fold these stems back and give them a couple of wraps. Then we can take those stems and just break them right off. I'm going to take a pair of Grizzly. I'm going to make these about 3/4 the length of the gray Hackle. And I crushed the stem. And I want to keep these right on the sides of the grays. And once again, I'm going to do the same with these feathers. Fold those stems back and give them a couple of wraps to break them off, and that one just broke off for me. And break that one off. Going to turn that hook shank over once again, and now I have from the golden pheasant skin, I have the red breast feathers. I'm going to tie them in on the sides. And they're not going to be as long. They could be maybe just as long as the hook or slightly longer. I'm going to tie these in on the side. And secure these. Pull that feather back. Take the opposite, fold it back. Now for the cheeks, I'm going to use a guinea bird cheek, guinea bird feather. I'm going to put one on each side. And we're going to put these directly on the sides. Pull those stems back, give them a couple of turns, pop them off. Now to finish them off, I'm going to use a pair of jungle cock. I'm going to place them right in the middle of the cheek. I'm going to turn my vise up here so I can see it a little better. You can see it's off there a little bit. I'm going to just pull that just a bit to pull it back in. Take another for my side. And secure them, fold them back, and now we're going to clean up the head. Take our whip finish, and I'm going to finish it off with my Deer Creek Diamond Fine UV resin. Hit that with the UV light. And here we have a grizzly ghost. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.